everybody, it's Sharon from Vivid Days. Take two. Hi everybody, it's Sharon from Vivid Days. We're going to be working on some heart slates. You know, I feel a bit of romance in the air. February's just around the corner, Valentine's Day. And also, I just love working on these slate hearts. So what have I done so far is I've removed the stickers, but I do need to come and remove any residual glue. I've removed the rope that goes around there for hanging. And I have taped the back of my hearts to prevent any resin nipples. And I'm going to work on 3. And to save time, what I have done already is done my first base layer of acrylics onto this. And you might say, Sharon, why have you done that? Well, because the substrate I'm working on is black and it's quite porous, it's beautiful to work on. When I've added blues, it's been so diluted that it almost looks black. Now you might want that in your ocean, but I don't. I want this very angelic, milky kind of ocean coming up onto the black beach that is slate. And so I've just used a white, and I've used the turquoise blue, which is the Peebo brand, and I've just blended them through. So I'm going to do the same now with these two here, and when you next no, actually I'll show you how I painted one. That's what it's going to look like. So I'll end up with 3 similar to that. They're all not going to be identical. Once I've done that, then I'll come in and do my first layer of resin, and it'll probably need 2 layers. So the first one will be to match this, and maybe some clear overlap in here with a little bit of foam, and then another one just to try and get a little bit of movement. But I'm going to keep the white quite delicate. That's the idea. Let's see how we go, but I'll just show you me painting this on fast forward to save you a little bit of time, and then I'll bring you back in when we get to the resin stage. I wouldn't imagine that I'm going to need more than 75 ml of resin for these 3, because a little will go a long way. I might mix up 100 because I've got to finish up some bookmarks that I'm doing there, and we'll do that. And then I've got a few little projects on the go, but it's the 1st of January and I am loving connecting with the ocean through art. Anyway, Sharon, stop digressing, let's get on with this. Okay, so this acrylic paint has now dried. I've made sure that every one of these are level. And we are now going to come through and give it the first layer of resin. I envisage it should only need 2 layers. Some people may only want to put 1 on. That's entirely up to you. I have added Super Sparkle White, which is the colour Cottage, to my resin. I've mixed 60 ml of craft resin. I don't imagine I'm going to need more than 20 ml per heart because it's not covering the whole ground and it's small. My white foam will be created with the casting craft. The Peebo turquoise blue, which is the undercoat here, is going to be used, and I'm just going to graduate just a little bit with the cerulean blue just at the edge here, just to make it deeper. And then when I come through and do my second layer, I would imagine it's just going to be the turquoise, because I want to keep this quite simple, and the white shouldn't have too much foam in there. That's the plan. Let's see if I can stick with it, and the goal is to keep some of this slate heart showing there. Anyway, I am going to fast forward this to save you some time. I'm going to put some music on, and I'm going to get into the spirit of my creative process. I'll see you on the other side of this layer. And if you don't want to distort your image, put a little bit of Vaseline around the inside of these holes, and it'll stop your resin wanting to go through on that. Somebody gave me a tip a couple of months ago doing that, and I've done it, and you have to be delicate when you're putting it on, but it works like a treat. Anyway, let's get on with this, Sharon. It's getting late this evening. Hey everybody, it's Sharon from Vivid Days. We are back to do the second and final coat. So I love how this has gone quite misty into the water here. So that does look like the first wave that's crashed on. I'm disappointed that my casting craft white never stayed vivid there. I think it's because I applied quite a bit of clear just before it, so it diluted it. The little waves that I've put have sort of disappeared. I'll show you. But the blue itself and the glitter is lovely, and we'll be able to fix those things I'm unhappy with this time around. A few air bubbles as well, but I'll get rid of those now. I will make sure that that's all level now. I've taken them up, so you're going to see me repeat the full process. This time it's just going to be the turquoise and the casting craft white. I'm not going to put any super sparkle white in the top coat because I think there's enough glitter coming through on the first, and it'll still be transparent enough to see that. And then hopefully we'll manage to keep a nice chunky wave here. Yeah, and maybe a little bit of movement in the background. But that's all I want to do. Let's get on with this. I'm going to put some music on. Yay! Hey Siri, play some music. So here we are. These pieces have dried or cured overnight. I'm going to remove my backing and put my ties back in, but they've held their shape quite nicely. I love the simplicity of them, but yet there's still that little bit of movement. Yeah, it is a very nice piece, and you can see all the way down to the layers that I did underneath. So I think it adds a lot of value, and it's given it a lot more vivid blue coming in, but they're quite nice little gifts for people.